Police say 17 people held in the Monroe County Jail on parole violations have been released.
Jack Watson just heard from authorities within the hour, and he's live now from the Monroe County Jail, or Hall of Justice. Excuse me, Jack.
Ali, we are told that these releases come as part of the new Less is More law, which was signed by Governor Kathy Hochul just a few days ago, coming out of Albany. It was intended to cut down on parole violators imprisoned on technical violations like being late to a parole officer appointment or missing curfew. And proponents of the law say keeping parole violators behind bars because of those violations worsens recidivism. In other words, people going back to jail. Local law enforcement gathered today to express their concerns not only with the law itself, but with the releases today. Chief James Van Bredrode is the leader of Monroe County Chiefs of Police. He says 22 people in the Monroe County Jail received release orders and 17 people are released today. Chief Van Bredrode says law enforcement had inadequate notice that these prisoners were being released.
I can tell you that not one person standing here had any knowledge or notice that this was coming until after the fact that this had already happened. It is inconceivable the lack of communication and the lack of partnership that we have had from Albany. Especially, we're sitting here in the year 2021 with some of the most violent and out of control crime rates that something like this would take place.
Ali, John, I asked law enforcement whether they knew how many of those prisoners who were released today were being held on parole because of being imprisoned previously on a violent offense as opposed to a non-violent offense. They said they did not know, they could not ballpark how many were being held on violent offenses previously. They are still working on a risk assessment. We are live in Rochester. Jack Watson, News 8.
Jack, thank you so much. Last week, Governor Hochul said the law would stop people on parole from going back to jail for minor offenses, again, on things like being late to a meeting or missing curfew.